Welcome, Gail Kraft here, Kraft Bravery and Your Business. And today we're going to talk about motivation. And this is about motivating others, not so much motivating yourself. That could be another topic. So if you are in business and you have a staff, or people who might indirectly report to you, or if you're in any situation where you need people to want to do things on your behalf, then you need to have ways to motivate them. That's not necessarily money. Once you've satisfied a person's need to have shelter, clothing, and food, money is no longer much of a motivator, right? So let's think of other ways. Let me tell you some stories and give you some examples of things that I've done in my past as a leader to motivate my staff to do more, to do bigger and better things, to want to show up for me. I was fortunate enough, or unfortunate enough, for my first management job, my first leadership role, to be in a union. So for me to motivate people with money or the typical motivators that businesses use was outside the scope of the contract. So I had to be sure whatever I did was within the scope. So one of the things I did there, which was rather interesting, this was in Boston. And in Boston, at the time, they had this thing called Eileen's Basement. And they would have these amazing sales, wedding gown sales, bathing suit sales, and that place was packed. People fought for the items that were on sale because they were very cheap. Well, I allowed my staff to rotate time off in the morning to head down to Eileen's Basement for the suit sale. And they came in, those ladies came in with, it was all women fortunately, 3 or 4 outfits, right? For $35, $40, $50 each. To the point where one of the women had one that I'm like, I like that outfit. She offered to go down for me, right, and get that outfit in my size. So, yes, she got extra time off, but I was able to get a $50 suit that lasted me 10 years. That was my interview suit. It was that awesome, right? So that motivated those folks to know that when those periodic sales came, they could rotate and go and participate. Another group I had to be incredibly creative, and they had to have high energy all the time. They integrated with the organization. And so we would get together once a month and have lunch brought in, and during that time we would talk business. And at the end of lunch, I would take another hour, hour and a half out for games. We typically played Pictionary, and I didn't play, I allowed them to play. And this got a lot of frustration out. It was a great team bonding. It got really animated, really exciting, and it was a fun thing for them to do. Great bonding exercise. Another, I ran a project one time that was to the detail, and people hated me in that project. They hated the project manager, but it was successful. It was a weekend delivery, and it was pretty stressful, but it was successful. At the end, took everyone out for dinner, gave them their dollar bonuses for participating and doing a great job. But I also took them out to play laser tag, and they got to shoot and kill the project manager. Believe me, I was dead all the time. What a great stress reliever, and it was the talk of the organization. They do this all the time now, and it was so much fun. And it was a bonding exercise. Those folks were right there for me when I needed them the next time. So think about what you have available to you for motivating and gelling with your team to be sure that they're excited to come into work, they're happy to do things for you, they go through the bumps and the highs and the lows with you within an organization, and they're right there. And the best thing is that you have groomed them. Honestly say that I have some folks that have worked for me that are in some amazing positions, and I am so honored that much of what I've taught them is what they have brought into the business world. So motivation without money is possible, fun, and it's a bonding experience. Thank you for joining me today, Gail Kraft, Kraft Bravery and Your Business. Go out there and bravely motivate your team. Bye.